Hi, this is Julie from JJ Web Design, and in today's WordPress tutorial we're going to look at how to add an image to the sidebar of our website and also how to turn that image into a link. Now we're going to add a Facebook logo here on the right hand side above the word categories and then link that logo to Facebook's homepage. You can of course link it to a personal profile page that you have or a business page. So let's head up to the top of our address bar and sign into the dashboard of WordPress by adding wp-admin at the end of the address. Once we're in our dashboard, over on the left hand side of our menu items, we're going to click on the drop down box next to Appearance and click onto Widgets. Now widgets are special tools that WordPress have provided and are a simple way to arrange various elements within the sidebar of your website. And if we look over onto the right hand side here, we can see underneath sidebar right that we've already got some widget boxes already in place. One houses are categories, lots of different lists of various categories for our WordPress posts. We have a text box which encompasses our blue Twitter bird. We have a box that houses all our Twitter feeds. And then we have a text box that links out to various other websites. So we need to add another widget box here in this sidebar to add our Facebook image to it. Now in the centre here, these are all the available widgets to us, and what we're looking for is the text widget box down at the bottom left hand side, and as we hover over the text box you'll see your mouse pointer turns to a hand. If you press your left mouse button and hold it down and just drag that bar across to the side bar right. Once you let go, it'll automatically drop down looking for information, but we'll just close that for the time being because we want to put this text box right at the top. Now you can arrange any of these widget boxes in any order you like, just simply again by grabbing hold of that text box with your left mouse button and dragging it to wherever you want it to go. So we'll open up that box and we'll just give it a title for now. So we'll just call it Follow Us on Facebook. Down at the bottom right hand side we'll click on Save for now because we need to go off and find the image, but for now we'll just see what it looks like on the web page. So head up to the top left hand side, right click on the name of your website and click on Open Link in New Tab. This just makes it easier to switch between the dashboard and your website. So we can see in the right hand sidebar here it's got the text that we've just entered, Follow Us on Facebook, so it's looking good so far. So let's go and get the Facebook logo. So let's go back to our dashboard, and the section we need to be in now is here on the left hand side, the media section. If we click on the drop down arrow and click on to library, I've already uploaded the Facebook logo, and this is where all the images are stored in the media library. If you do need any social media icons at all, it's quite readily available on the internet, and if you put into Google social media icons you'll find a variety of different shapes, sizes, patterns, and you can quite easily download them. Once we find our Facebook logo here, hover over it and we'll see the word edit appear, which we'll click on. We don't actually want to edit the image, but what we do need is, looking down at the bottom here, we need this file URL. This is where our image is stored and we need to enter that into our sidebar. So if we right click anywhere within that address, click on Select All, and it'll highlight all that address in blue. We can right click on it again and copy it. Back on the left hand side we go back to our widgets page and find the text box that we added before. Click on the down arrow and there we've got room to write our file URL. So click your cursor in the centre there, right click and paste. So that's the address of where the image is stored, we just need to add a little bit of HTML code in there so that web browsers will know that it's an image. It's quite easy to do. If you go to the beginning of the address and put your cursor there and just enter this little bit of code. We start with a less than sign, and if you all remember your maths lessons you'll know exactly what I mean. And we're then going to put img for image, space, src for source. So this is telling the web browser that it's an image and it's telling it where to find it. We then enter an equal sign followed by a set of speech marks. And then at the end of the address that we put in earlier, we're going to add another set of speech marks, a forward slash and a more than sign. And that's it. That should be enough for the web browser to pick up our image. Down at the bottom right hand blue button, click on save. And let's just have a look at that and see if it's worked. Back up to our website and refresh the page. And you can see there we have the blue Facebook logo. Now let's go and change that logo and move it over onto the right hand side and then add a link to it. So back onto the widgets page, we need to add a little bit more code. So back to the beginning of our coding and image, I'll just make a new line so that it makes it easier to see. And to put the image onto the right hand side is very easy. All we need to do is add an less than sign, img for image, space, class. We're going to give it a class this time rather than source, and an equal sign and the speech marks. We're going to tell it to put it onto the right hand side by align right and put your closing speech marks. Now we do need to take out something from the second line because we don't actually need it now that we've given our image a class. We can take out this first section here and we're going to take out less than img. So I'll just delete that. There we go. That should be enough to make the image appear now on the right hand side. So we'll click on the save button and see if that's worked. Let's go up to our website, refresh the page again, and yes, the Facebook logo is now on the right hand side. So finally let's make that image into a link by going back to our dashboard. One final bit of code on the widgets page, so let's make a new line at the beginning. So again we start with our less than sign and we're going to enter a space href. This just lets the browser know that we are starting to have a link from here on, and we're going to enter an equal sign and the speech marks. Now next we're just going to enter in the full URL address of where we want this image to link to. In this case it's just Facebook's home page, but as I said before it could be your personal page or your Facebook business page. We enter speech marks at the end. What I'm also going to do is put a little bit of code in to tell the web browser that when this image is clicked on, it's to open up a new tab rather than to overwrite whatever was on the page before, in other words your website. So this again allows a reader to flip between your website and the page that it's clicked onto, in this case Facebook. And we do that by entering target equals speech marks underscore blank and speech marks again and a more than sign. Now the only other thing we have to do is right at the very end we need to close off the link so that it knows that this is the end of the link. Nothing else that can be clicked on after that, it will just close off that link. So we enter less than /a and a more than sign. We click the save button again down at the bottom, And let's go to our website and have a look at that. Again, refresh the page one last time. Now let's click onto our Facebook logo, and as you can see, it's gone straight to Facebook's home page. So there we go. That's how to add an image to the sidebar of your website and then to make that link, that image into a clickable link. So I hope you've enjoyed that WordPress tutorial. Do have a look at our other website WordPress tutorials and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be kept up to date with any future tutorials that we make. If you have any questions or you'd like to leave me a comment, then please do so using the comments box underneath the video. And until next time, take care.